Hi guys, welcome to Paranormal. If you're new here, my name is Cassandra and I combine my love of snacks and ghost attacks. So, in this next scene, I want you guys to try to guess which YouTuber I am. Alright, watch. If you know, you know. We got a Baja Blast situation. We're cruising. Ugh, my allergies. Ugh, it's so hot. Hey everyone, it's me and good old Mr. Skeleton. Long story longer. Alright you guys, I thought I would be the queen of Halloween, Jade the Libra herself. If you don't know who she is, get to know her. She is the queen of goth decor, goth shopping, and she's a very talented cosmetologist. So go check out her channel, Jade the Libra.
Halloween decor hunting, another freaking hot day. Halloween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. And we're cruising today. We're really, truly cruising. What's going on here? It's like Satan's butt crack out there, y'all. It's another day, Halloween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. With Sweaty Chin / Flummy the Flamingo. So my allergies are so bad today. The heat advisory is officially gone.
Alright, we're continuing on with our haunted hospital short ghost stories this week. And I will link the sources in the description box. Alright, let's get into it. Story number 1 is called The Eyes That Wouldn't Close. Many hospital ghost stories center around a patient who just won't make the journey to the other side. But I gotta say, this story is one of the most bone-chilling that I've heard. A nurse working in a palliative care unit, which is a unit that specializes in patients with serious illness, was doing post-mortem care on a patient. She noticed that his eyes hadn't been shut yet, so she went and she shut his eyes and went on with her duties. As she looked back, his eyes were open. And not only that, his eyes were fixated on her, just staring at her. And not only that, he let out a groan and grabbed the side of the bed. Oh my gosh, I would die. I would die. So she, of course, freaked out and she went and she checked his pulse and she's like, okay, I gotta make sure he's actually dead again. So she checked his pulse and sure enough, he was dead. So she closed his eyes again and she zipped up that body bag as quick as she could before those eyes opened again. Has anybody worked in a hospital where this has happened? I have heard some stories of post-mortem bodies making noises or saying things. Yeah, I don't know, like, that honestly would freak me out. And has anyone had any experience with this or heard of this with people that are dead? It just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. You would think they're still alive if they're able to move and open their eyes and make noise, right? Let me know. Story number 2 is called The Vanishing Girl. Woo. This new nurse was working the pediatric unit one night. She comes out of a patient's room and she looks down the hall where the nurse's station is and she sees this little girl. This little girl looks a little out of place. And as she's walking down towards where this little girl is, she says, "Can I help you? Are you lost?" And she's still walking towards her and the little girl vanished right before her eyes, right into thin air, gone. So, of course, she's a little freaked out by this, disturbed, questioning what's going on. She tells her coworkers about this little girl that she saw. And then her coworkers say that this little girl is seen all around the hospital, that she's a little ghost. And she likes to go into the ER unit and go in and out of patients' rooms. What do you think? Would you freak out or would you just think it's cute? I don't know. I gotta be honest, that story didn't really scare me, but this next one, well, story number 3 is called The Laughing Man. Nurse Jay was working with a patient who had many different illnesses, but this patient just couldn't wrap his mind around death, even though it was sadly imminent. Whenever his monitors would beep, he would scream at the nurses, "Don't let me die! Don't let me die!" At one point, this patient's cardiac monitor went off, and this caused Nurse Jay and others to run into his room with the crash cart. When they got to the room, this part freaked me out. They noticed that this patient's body was elevated 2 inches above his bed, and not only that, he's laughing maniacally. So, once everyone got over the shock of what they're actually looking at, they go and they try to revive him. Sadly, their efforts were in vain, and he passed away. After the time of death was called, Nurse Jay and her co-workers could hear the man whispering, "You let me die. Too bad. Don't let me die." So, of course, these nurses suffered from nightmares weeks on end after this occurrence. Of course. So how many of you guys believe that all hospitals have ghosts? I do. If you watched the first Paranormal, I actually don't because it's really embarrassing, but my friend actually wrote in and told me these stories, who is a nurse practitioner, very trustworthy, reliable source, wrote in and told me the stories that she herself experienced. It freaked me out. It did. And I know I say freak out a lot, but these stories freak me out. So how many of you have worked in a hospital and have experienced anything paranormal? Or if you don't work in a hospital, how many of you have had paranormal experiences in your life? If you've had any kind of experience in your life, paranormal, please write in to paranormal21@gmail.com. All right, if you're looking for a Halloween-inspired treat to bring to your Halloween party or get-together, look no further because my friend Cassandra Alves wrote in this awesome recipe, and it's Eyeball Truffle Cookies. And they're very customizable, and yeah, give it a try. Here's the recipe. I got this recipe from my friend SassyCassieSews.com, and all these photos are hers as well, so thank you, Cassandra. What you will need is 1 1/4 cup of flour, 1 1/4 cup of cake mix. I actually used carrot cake, 1/2 cup of butter softened, 1/2 cup of sugar, teaspoon of vanilla, 1/8 teaspoon of salt, 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk, 16-ounce almond bark or white chocolate, whatever you have, and a package of gummy lifesavers with chocolate chips. And then you're going to want to combine your butter and sugar until it's well combined. Add your cake mix, flour, salt, and vanilla and mix thoroughly. Add in slowly 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk until it's a good consistency, and roll them into balls and refrigerate them. And while they're refrigerating for 15 minutes, get your lifesaver and chocolate chip and make the eyeball part. And melt your white chocolate in the microwave. And then get the balls out of the fridge and dip them in the white chocolate. Put on your lifesaver and chocolate chip. And yeah, voila, you've got some beautiful eyeballs there. Take them to your Halloween party, Halloween get-together, whatever. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was a lot of fun being Jade the Libra. She is my favorite goth out there in YouTube world. And if you like this kind of content, why don't you push that little like button and maybe subscribe and comment.
Say hey ghoul hey down in the comments because you know I love talking to ya.
All right, guys, that's it for me. I will see you next time. Bye.